do the right thing. Do the right thing. Full cake game.
People like you spoil our school's reputation. You cheater, get out of the classroom right now. When you have to decide between doing a difficult right thing and an easy wrong one, which one will you do? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and all those who will do wrong. Have you ever been punished for doing something wrong? If you haven't, you probably work on Wall Street. But have you ever been punished for doing something right? If you have, then you know how I felt when I was a 9th grade student and stood accused of cheating. In the Indian education system, every year, all schools conduct a 3-hour exam for each course. These are the most important exams and the strictest too. You are permitted to take only a pen with you in the exam room. Scoring the highest marks could bring you fame. Scoring the lowest marks could bring you shame. But being caught cheating means expulsion from school. That year, I had worked very hard to prepare for my exams, and I practiced on sheets of paper day and night. That morning, I was writing the exam of social science in the assigned exam room that consisted of 9 to 12 grade students. After about an hour, the discipline committee teacher showed up in the room. He was a tall, bald, and strong man with a long mustache pointing to the floor. Students nicknamed him as Hulk Hogan. When he came in, he announced, 11th and 12th graders, get ready for inspection. When I come to you, stand up, pull your pockets inside out. And they had better be empty. Now remember, I was in grade 9. So his inspection would not include me. As he was walking, a terrified student would stand up, pull out his pockets inside out. While he just started inspecting, to mock these scared students, I slipped my hand in my pocket. And instantly, I discovered my pocket was not empty. I quickly glanced. It was one of my practice sheets. I had forgotten to discard it before entering into the exam room. I got scared because even though this was an innocent mistake, I knew if he starts inspecting 9th graders too, I could be expelled from school for cheating. My mind raced. What should I do now? If I admit my mistake, would he understand? Should I pretend that nothing is wrong? Should I ask for a restroom break? And believe me, I really needed one at that time. In that nervous situation, my father's words echoed from inside. When you have to take a difficult decision between choosing a difficult right thing or doing a difficult wrong thing, just do what is right. You might have to pay a price, but what you get in return will be priceless. I stood up and I nervously approached the discipline committee teacher. You have not asked me, but I have made a mistake. I handed my practice sheet over to him, hoping that he would understand and appreciate my honesty. People like you spoil our school's reputation. You cheater, get out of the classroom right now. Stupid Hogan. Why is he punishing me when I didn't cheat? How will I tell this to my parents? Well, I never had to tell this to my parents. Because an hour later, while I was still standing outside the classroom, who did I see entering the principal's office? Dad. I started thinking, man, Dad's gonna whoop my butt red. After what seemed like an eternity, Dad came over and we walked to his car in silence. Then he asked, what happened, Pulkit? Dad, I was not cheating. Last night when I was practicing, I put the practice notes in my pocket. I forgot to take it out before entering into the exam room. I gave my sheet over to the discipline committee teacher, but Mr. Hogan would not believe me. I knew you would never cheat. What? That's why I fought for you in the principal's office. And now they will not expel you. Your exam will be graded on just what you wrote. I'm proud of you, son. You made a mistake, but you did the right thing. But in future, please check your pocket before going to exam. It would have been easy, while in the exam room, to pretend that I had done nothing wrong. But at what cost? I paid a price by being labeled a cheater. But when my dad said, I knew you would never cheat, he gave me the treasure of his trust. And it felt larger than love. What I got in return was priceless. I also managed to pass the social science exam, barely. And on my graduation day, I convinced Mr. Hogan that I was innocent. I was honest. Fellow Toastmasters, when you have to decide between choosing a difficult right thing or an easy wrong one, just do what is right. You might have to pay a price, but what you get in return will be priceless and fun.